us out this evening. We have Chris Barton. How's it going, Chris?
It's going good. How are you today?
Good. Hey, did I butcher your last name? It's Barton, right?
Yes, it is Barton.
Okay. Good. Well, it's good to see you. I know it's been a hot minute since I've been on here with you, but
Yeah, yeah, for
yeah, it's
sure.
good to
I
see
think
you.
that's the last time I was on too. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, we're both back.
yeah.
Well, cool. Well, Chris, I was reading over your bio and looks like you had a debut single, You Are My Hope. You released it in February 2022.
Correct. Yes,
Yeah. Tell
yes.
us a little bit about that.
Well, that song "You Are My Hope," I wrote it during the COVID lockdown, and a lot of people were despondent, alone, feeling, there were some that felt kind of hopeless because they were isolated, and I really felt to write a song about God being our hope no matter what situation that we're in. Because, how can we make it through tough situations and tough seasons without the hope that's in God? And so that's where that song originated from. It's one of my CCM type songs. Um, Tonight I'll be doing more of my country songs that I write as
Okay.
well.
Cool.
So since it's the Texas takeover, I figured I'd do some of my country originals. So
Totally true.
um,
No.
they're a little different, but they all have a faith message in them, and so like that's what I wanted to felt like I needed to share tonight. But yeah, but that song just kind of kick started everything, and it's been amazing to see what God's been doing with it. Even this year, more so than last year. So it's been really cool to see what God's done with that, and hopefully I'll be able to record some more, eventually. But just working towards all that right now. So yeah,
Yeah, it's step by step with it, but that's awesome. It's cool to see how, you never know where he's going to take it. So
right.
super cool. So we are doing a Texas takeover tonight. I did not mention that earlier. So you guys have a nice little treat tonight. You're in Longview, Texas, correct?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
A couple
Well,
hours from Dallas.
I'm sorry, say it again.
I said we're like a couple hours east of Dallas.
Okay, gotcha. Have you been there for a little while?
All my life.
All your life. Awesome. Well, Chris, go ahead and start us out this evening. You're doing originals tonight, correct?
I am, yes. So this
Awesome.
first song is a little different. It's called "Backwoods Time with Jesus," and basically um, it's a song about needing to find your place to talk to God, and instead of having a prayer closet, you go out into the backwoods and have that space, and so that's really what this song is about. So anyway, I will get started. Some say I need a prayer closet to use, but that ain't big enough for all my issues. This house, it can't handle that amount of pain, but I know the perfect place. I need some backwoods time with Jesus on that dirt road to nowhere. I need some space to think things over, need a moment spent in prayer. Cause my life's a mess, I must confess, it ain't no easy fix. I need some backwoods time with Jesus if I'm ever gonna make it. Those pine trees, they just seem to understand When I need some backwoods time with Jesus on that dirt road to nowhere. I need some space to think things over. Need a moment spent in prayer. 'Cause my life's a mess, I must confess. It ain't no easy fix. I need some backwoods time with Jesus if I'm ever gonna make it. If I'm ever gonna make it. I need some backwoods time with Jesus on that dirt road to nowhere. Need some space to think things over. Need a moment spent in prayer. 'Cause my life's a mess, I must confess. It ain't no easy fix. I need some backwoods time with Jesus. I need some backwoods time with Jesus. I need some backwoods time with Jesus if I'm ever gonna make it. That's how I'm gonna make it.
Awesome, Chris. I love that. Love the concept behind it. The words, very cool.
Appreciate it.
Very,
Thank
very
you.
cool. So you started writing when you were 16, right?
I
So
did,
then,
yeah.
okay. What typically inspires you? Do you kind of have a method to the madness of songwriting, or?
All kinds of things, to be honest with you. Just like um, life situations, sermons, other people's songs, um, books, book titles, anything that I can draw inspiration from, or that sets off a spark in my mind. I'm like, ooh, that's a good line. I need to write a song about that. And then other times it's just sitting with my guitar or at the piano and just playing some chords, and then just feeling where I'm at the moment and just flowing with that. So it's really a lot of different a lot of different things, but it's not just one set practice, but yeah. So
Very cool. No, that's awesome. Do you write weekly or just whenever you can?
I wouldn't say I write weekly. um,
I seasons, I'm sure.
not at this point in my life, or not right now. Like there have been times over the last couple of years where I've taken time and written every week, but that's really difficult to do sometimes, and to keep writing good songs. But you don't always have to write good songs every time. But yeah, I do try to make it a habit to write at least 2 or 3 times a month. And here recently, it's been more like co-writing, booking co-writes with other writers. Just because I get a lot of song starts and then can't finish them, and so I'm like, they gotta get finished somehow, And if I can't do it by myself, it's like, well, let's see if we can take some of these ideas and into a co-write and see where it goes. And so I've done that as well. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, cool. Well, what else do you have for us tonight? I know you got a few more.
Yeah. Okay. So, this song that I'm going to play now, is called "That Old Church," and it's basically a story, that sort of came to me with this in the song, and it's about this young guy that's living life in the fast lane, not dealing with his hurts and problems, but he's driving past this church all the time, and one day he finally sees it, and he goes in and finds God and finds his wife, basically. And so that's what the song is about, just the gist of the song. So we'll play. Must have passed that old church house 1,000 times when I was going nowhere down them back roads driving fast. Yeah, I was running from my hurts, but I only made it worse by never slowing down to work out all my past. Till the day I could see what was right in front of me. If not for that old building on the edge of town, I never would have guessed that I could be who I am right now. 'Cause that's where I found Jesus. Yeah, that's where I met her. I never would have had this life, I'm sure, if it weren't for that old church. If it weren't for that old church. I didn't know how to break down the walls around my heart. I built from pain, heartache, and failed relationship. But then she headed back my way. She asked me to pray, and all those tears began to flow as I gave in. Yeah, there was something about her face that helped me see God's grace. If not for that old building on the edge of town, I never would have guessed that I could be who I am right now. 'Cause that's where I found Jesus. Yeah, that's where I met her. I never would have had this life, I'm sure, if it weren't for that old church. If it weren't for that old church. I made my vows to that girl at that old country altar inside that church where God sent her to change my life forever. If not for that old building on the edge of town, I never would have guessed that I could be who I am right now. 'Cause that's where I found Jesus. Yeah, that's where I met her. I never would have had this life, I'm sure. Yeah, I never would have had this life, I'm sure, if it weren't for that old church. If it weren't for that old church.
Awesome, Chris. I love the concepts behind your songs. They're super cool.
I
There's a
appreciate
lot of
it.
meaning behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of meaning behind them. They're really good though. Awesome. Is that one of your new songs?
It's fairly new. It's fairly new. Yeah. I started writing it and then stopped for a little while, then went back to it and finished writing it. So yeah, had been working on it for a while.
Okay. Yeah, and it probably varies depending on the song and how long it takes. I know some songs are pretty quick, but I've got
Right.
some songs that are like years in the making.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Sometimes it just takes, a little time to sit and think about the songs, and sometimes your mind just needs a rest because you can't always force songs to be what you want them to be, and then come back later on and it's like, oh, this is where the song needs to go.
There it is. Well, cool. Well, Chris, what do you have for us next?
So this next song is actually from a psalming challenge that I was a part of earlier this year. So it's just called Psalm 139. We were challenged to write a song off of the Psalms, um, and I had been doing a lot of worship music, and I was like, I wonder, if anybody's ever done like a country psalming before. Like it's so that's where this song originated from, and I was like, okay, well, I'll roll with it. So this is called Psalm 139. You know every thought I think. You know every word I speak before I say just one thing. You know if I sit or stand. You know all my wandering, if I'm awake or I'm dreaming. And there ain't nothing more that I could say or do to make you unaware. I know me through and through. It's amazing how you love me. It's incredible to see just how much time you spend thinking of me. If I counted all the moments that I was on your mind, it'd be more than the sand on the shoreline. Oh, it's too much to take it on, and I just can't comprehend. It's too wonderful. It's too wonderful. You made every part of me fearfully and wonderfully. Lord, by your hand, I'm complete. So there ain't nothing, Lord, that I could say or do to catch you unaware. You know me through and through. It's amazing how you love me. It's incredible to see just how much time you spend thinking of me. If I counted all the moments that I was on your mind, it'd be more than the sand on the shoreline. Oh, it's too much to take it all in, and I just can't comprehend. It's too wonderful. It's too wonderful. There's no height, there's no depth, there's nowhere that I could go that your spirit wouldn't be there. There's no height, there's no depth, there's nowhere that I could go that your spirit wouldn't care. It's amazing how you love me. It's incredible to see just how much time you spend thinking of me. If I counted all the moments that I was on your mind, it'd be more than the sand on the shoreline. Oh, it's too much to take it all in, and I just can't comprehend. It's too wonderful. It's too wonderful.
Beautiful, Chris. Hey, what psalm did you say that was from?
139.
139. I haven't heard anybody else say psalming, writing, as psalming. There's a program here in Nashville. I don't know if you did it or not with Christy Nordoff. Did you do that by chance with them? Because she's huge with psalming here.
Yeah, I know she does a lot of the psalming stuff. I didn't get to do this most recent one, but I've done some of the other challenges.
That's cool. Yeah, as
Probably
soon as it
like
said
last year.
psalming, I was like, I wonder if he knows Christy. That's cool. Well,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Love it. Love it. I love it. All right. Well, how are you going to wrap us up this evening? You've done a great job.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So this last song is it's really personal to me, and it's actually a song that I wrote for my mom, um, and it's called "When Mama Talked to Jesus," and it's basically from about um, her example to us growing up, and then like now to where I'm at in my life with my own family. So here we go. Looking back all those years ago when I was younger, still living at home. Mama did her best to raise us, me and my sisters, all on her own. And she would cry sometimes, but she'd still pray in faith. So I held on to what she'd say, 'cause oh, when Mama talked to Jesus, she didn't have to say a word to me. And when she prayed her prayers to heaven, she was busy taking care of me. Yeah, she taught me all I would need on her knees. Growing up in that old house, we never had much to really brag about, but we always had each other. And Mama, well, she always had her Bible out, and she would talk to God like he was her best friend. So I would just listen in, 'cause oh, when Mama talked to Jesus, she didn't have to say a word to me. And when she prayed her prayers to heaven, she was busy taking care of me. Yeah, she taught me all I would need on her knees. And now that I'm grown and have a family of my own, I live each day by the faith that I was shown. Oh, when Mama talked to Jesus, she didn't have to say a word to me. Yeah, she taught me all I would need. Her prayers taught me all I would need. Mama taught me all I would need on her knees.
Beautiful. It's peaceful. Love that.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, Chris, how can we find you? Where do we go to connect with you?
Sure. So, social media, I think Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It's all Chris Barton music, and then I do a lot more of my country stuff on TikTok, and that's just Chris Barton official.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, it was super cool to hear that version tonight. I know last time I
Yeah.
heard you, you did more contemporary, so it's cool to see the different styles.
Yeah.
But thank you for
Yeah,
sharing
and
everything.
this is actually fairly new to me too. Like I grew up in Texas. I've listened to country music my whole life, but I didn't really like sing a lot of country. And then like the last few years, I've really just started trying it out a little bit more. And I mean, I already have the Texas twang in my voice anyway, so
Definitely.
so
And the lower register too, so it like fits.
right. Yeah, yep. So just kind of lends itself to that. So it's
Yeah.
been fun to experiment with that as well. So yep.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing this evening and always as being a part of Red's room, and definitely looking forward to having and seeing you on here more.
Yeah, and I appreciate y'all having me. It's been really good. Really good.
Always fun.